bad, stick with saying it's bad. Stop fucking saying, oh, it's bad, but we like him.
And do you know what it is when I've said that, right? Because obviously I met him through doing my talent show, right? When I first met Dan, it was funny, whatever. I've only had Dan in my box a handful of times. Like 4 times I've had him in my box. Probably 3 times I've had him in my box the last couple of months. I've not allowed him in the room. And 2 times we were talking on him. So I let him have his say.
I just think it's like when we continue to make excuses for people and then allowing them back. Like, I've not spoke to Dan for a long time. I had nothing to do with him for months now, before I even went to Albania, because I didn't agree with what he was saying to other people. And thanks, Jodie. I cut ties right then.
Blaster's back on. But there's times where I've called Dan out to his face and I've said you are good. But
then following it with but I still like you, that defeats that you calling him out, because he's like, okay, well, they still like me.
But then I could say that about everybody. People say they don't like Delusive, say she does terrible things, but still go and sit in a box with Delusive.
Oh yeah, but when we're talking about kids and stuff like that, like it's.
She spoke on kids. She spoke on my kids.
She spoke on mine, but I've spoke to her off the app and we've apologized to each other. She said sorry on her live. She's not done it again, and when she does it again, and I'm sorry, you cannot compare what Angie said to Dan, because Angie never talks about the unalived kids. Has she ever?
Obviously not. No. Well, I've never heard.
Has she ever told somebody to go cut themselves so deep that they're unalive?
No, obviously Dan's far worse than Angie at this point.
Angie said that not me, but she's effed a dog. She's effed her dad. She don't say it about other people's dads. She always says about herself worse than anybody else. Do you understand?
She did mock Talia's baby loss.
Exactly. And didn't she get dragged for that, Kate? Which I think I stopped talking to her then about when it was baby loss.
But like, there's plenty of people that sit with Dan, call him out and still sit with him.
So Pearl's live now, apparently. I'm just getting messages.
So there's me. So I can't have Dan in the box when I need him in the box, right? But everyone else can still sit with Dan.
I've not sat with him. I've not sat with him. I don't agree with his persona. I don't agree with people like that. I don't.
No,
I've told him everything that I say about Dan. I've said it to his face.
What are you saying, Inked Babe?
What I'm saying is, you're saying he's come in the room, but if we were speaking on him, he had a right to jump in the box to reply as well, you know what I mean?
I understand that, but I do understand what Alex was trying to say, but I didn't like
I don't go in his room as much as anymore. Like,
I went in the other night.
Can't sleep with that, it's not right.
Because I've been in my room, he requested me. I got in the box and said, I can't speak right now, I'm busy. He requested me twice after I didn't go in the room. I didn't go in there.
You know what, and I think everyone, again, right, so I'm going to point out this. Everybody starts getting annoyed with people when it's happened to them, but when it happens to the first person, you should stop talking to him at that point. When he said about just Nana, I stopped. Do you know what I mean? I wanted nothing to do with him. Right? Never, and I don't even like Just Nana. Everyone knows I can't stand the woman. But to me, that was wrong.
Yeah.
So stop riding high when it happens to you. Let's ride high when it happens to every single person.
And I called him out for Just Nana. I think I was one of the only ones that did call him out.
I think you was the only one, Gigi.
And I called him out every single time that he's doing something wrong. But because I'm a smaller room, no one fucking listens to me.
This is the same with me, TG. I haven't spoke to him, and I was upset. I was upset when it was Fraser, when he was like saying sorry to Fraser, but it was a sarcastic sorry, and I was still on holiday then, wasn't I? When he said it to Fraser, and I was like, why are people taking this apology seriously? Because he's mocking it. He's like, oh, I'm deeply sorry from the bottom of my heart. Sarcastic prick.
When people say I don't stand on business or I don't stick by anything, the first time Delusa called out my family, I've never been in Delusa's box and I've never gone, she's never been in my room. When I heard that comment that Alex Brigham made about the phone call, I've barely been in his room since then. I've not said a no heartbeat, not gone in there because I didn't agree with that comment.
No,
exactly, Fraser. And I was upset for Fraser because I'm sorry, if somebody was talking about a woman's DV, nobody would be laughing and joking with the person who said it in the box, and that's what I was upset about.
I'm starting to think Danny's a million times worse than Delusive, a million times worse, and I've said that time and time again.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Yes, go on.
Sorry, love. I think really, to be honest with you, we're all guilty along this lines of on being on this app, of going into people's rooms and then later on finding out what they really like. I think we're all guilty of that, aren't we, really? To
100%.
support people. You know what I mean? We can't just say that like because we've got a neighbour supporting him, but we know what he's like. We know what loads of people are like on here, but we're all guilty of going into people's rooms and giving them
kids
and stuff.
valid.
Did he, Kat?
Kat, I've spoke up fucking millions of times. I'm not a fucking hypocrite. I've called Dan out for every single word he said. I've called him out.
Yeah, you have.
I've called him out for every single word he's fucking said.
Gigi, don't start questioning yourself, because I think it's just, I think people are voicing their opinions.
But haven't you all sat with people that have said the worst on this app? No one's not guilty of sitting with people.
No, I think we are a bit guilty. 100% we are guilty of that, and I think we need to. Can we not use this as a lesson to let's do better then?
Yeah, well, it is. That's what you got to do, haven't you? Make yourself better.
Yeah.
You understand that, you know, because we are all guilty of sitting people's boxes. We're all guilty of giving them a heart. We're all guilty of giving them a gift. There's ways being on this app, and we've still gifted them.
I barely go and sit in boxes. I barely go and sit in rooms.
I don't mean it like that in your way. I'm just saying there's people on the app that do sit in people's rooms.
Anybody next week, really, you've not been around me long enough.
I've not been mates with him before I even went to Albania. Like, and people have asked me off TikTok, can you have a conversation with him? Let's sort it out. No, he's not my person. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And basically, I don't sit with hardly anybody. I don't go into boxes. People know this about me. I barely sit with anybody on this app.
Yeah, it's just this room and Sandy's really that we go in.
Yeah.
Don't mention me either, the police case. Alex.
Really? What do you mean?
I think you need to, Alex, and I just said that you had some really decent points when you were speaking. I just didn't like the fact that you went for Fraser's looks. So you were saying exactly what everyone was thinking, but then you fucked it over by talking about him being bald, and that is actually an offence now. So right, that's it. Fraser, you got a police case on Alex now?
Yeah, I understand, Alex, but do you know, to say like I still sit with Dan and that, he's been in my room a handful of times. I don't fuck with everybody on the app like that. I don't go into boxes hardly ever. I don't talk behind the scenes of any of these creators. I'm not friendly with anybody.
Can you put Angel? Can you put Pearl on?
Like I've literally, Dan's been in my room about a handful of times, and every time Dan's been in, I've called him a flipping cunt, and I said what he's saying is violent, disgusting. I've called him out numerous times.
I've heard you say that.
Come over, Alex, I love that for you. But like, I've called him out so many fucking times when he were going for just Nana. I spoke up so many times.
I think it's what we're saying is, like, we've said things, but we'll still sit with them. We need to draw a line at it. Like, no, you're not my people. Go F off and stay in your own lane. Because as soon as we allow them back around us, it gives them space to do it over and again and again and again. Like, everyone dragged Alex for months, but all this is coming out, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, well, we still like him.
And it was, when was it last week he got in my box? And I said, that's the last time I'm going to ever fuck with that man.
Yeah, you did. I'm not saying that you've not told him, because you have, Gigi, many times you've told him that he's in the wrong and he shouldn't be saying things like that. I know you have.
And I said, that would be the last time I fuck with that man in this room. He's not getting in again, in the boxes. I said that last week. I said, I'm not messing with him no more.
And now I think he knows that.
Do your exposure, Alex. But Alex, can you just apologise to our Fraser? Poor guy did nothing in them boxes then.
One thing he said I don't agree with one thing he said I don't. It was low life, it was.
You have lost the battle there.
It was not called for. And I don't know why he's out to doing what he's doing, because he's got a lot of people.
Okay. Why didn't everyone go and have a go at Pearl now? Because Pearl calls out his behaviour, and then she still sits with him.
You know what I feel sorry for? I feel sorry sometimes with Pearl, because why is she a for them all?
I don't want to bring Pearl into anything, but if we're all calling out behaviours, I'm not the other one that's had him back in the room.
People want me to walk away, and that's not what
It happened on Luke's platform as well. Called out his behaviour, then Luke's got in the box. He's let him in the box.
Completely agree with that, because the simple fact is, right, he's weaponising people's
total different thing.
traumas, like DV and things like that. He's completely gone off the rails. He's unhinged. The things that he's saying is vile, yet they're still going, you know what, come in my box.
Piss off.
Yeah,
Why are they doing that? It's money over morals. It's simple.
I have said it's money over morals on this app. I can't say like money over morals because I don't get paid for call on here. No one pays my bills. I pay my own.
For long enough, people
No, I completely agree that, GG, you know. But
Like, and I've said what he's doing is very harmful. It's very dangerous. But
it's
then
going to come to a point where someone does something wrong to themselves. And what's the justification for that then? Because everybody's justifying him, you know. The people that are supporting him are justifying by saying, you know, oh, well, it's his mental health. Well, I'm sorry, but if it's his mental health, surely you should know better than go, you know what, I'm going to pick on someone with mental health and push them to the point of no return.
Alex is in the building.
I've only come up to be right. I've only come up to be racist.
Don't get yourself down about it. You haven't done nothing, said nothing.
I'm doing your exposure 12:30 tomorrow. Do you want to come in?
Do you know what? Do you know what it is for me? And like, it's like everyone's saying they feel sorry for this person. They feel sorry for this person. Do you know? If you look at the bigger picture, like yesterday, there's been people saying stuff like today yet again. Alex, you beat up your girlfriend. That never happened. Pearl knows the truth, but never corrected it. And this is the problem. And Pearl knows what happened, and she's apologised, saying that she never should have brought that to the app. But then she's sitting with Dan while Dan's calling me a woman beater and all that stuff, and it ain't getting corrected. You know what I mean? And then when you don't pull up and correct stuff, you become an enabler then.
100%.
That's the problem, isn't it?
If Pearl would have said it, I said, where's the proof and where's the facts?
Alex, you know my feelings on this. I've spoken quite a bit about it over the past couple of weeks. And yeah.
But when you go on to say, me and Fraser are the worst, I've had Dan in my box like 3 times in the past fucking God knows how long.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is with you, Gossip Girl? It was that one time when they're just done a thing, and you did call him out. You did call Dan out. I'm not saying you never, but then the next breath was, oh, but I like Dan. I'm not going to not sit with him. And then like I said, we all become enablers then.
We do, but haven't we all sat with people we don't like?
Yeah, 100%. But we was talking about just this situation at the moment that's going on. You know what I mean? And this is the problem. Like, we can all choose and sit with whoever we want, but then we can't tell people if they want to judge us that they're wrong for judging us, because we're all the same, aren't we? You know what I mean? That's what the app becomes. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not. You know, I've said some things, and I'm like, when I got dragged for the last month about the phone call, let me tell you now, I've got my innocence. But like I said, I heard through the grapevine between their little friendship group that there was going to be an exposure coming, and I was waiting to drop it because they would have all looked like cunts, liars, manipulators, and I would have gone into the darkness as a happy bunny, and then they would have all been pulling their hair up thinking, how does Alex know about all this? Because let me tell you now, they're not as close as they think. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, that's what I think as well. I think exactly the same.
Because I got told instantly by the friendship that there was going to be an exposure, so I instantly got told. So there you go.
Did the exposure ever happen?
It can't happen because it didn't. The stuff that they were saying about me was lies.
Exactly.
Myself in the same situation that I was in.
I tell you.
And let me
Well, everyone's calling Dan out now. They're all going to still be kicking with him next week, though.
the biggest hurt. Long time when
And people have been saying this.
Yeah, but GG, ask yourself why they're going to be friends with him next week.
like I say,
Because it brings in people. It brings in money for them. That's the only reason. They don't like him. But do you know what? They'll tolerate him because of the gifting.
But do you not think what he's doing is dangerous? Like, it's proper dangerous behaviour.
I have said this over and over. I'm tired of saying it now. He's going to get to the point where he pushes someone to the point of no return. But Jet, you know what? They will justify it somehow. They will try to justify it somehow. There's no justification for what he's doing. There is no answer. There's no recourse. There's nothing. He's a vile person. And what he's doing right now is he is pushing and pushing and pushing. And there will come a point, and it's going to happen sooner or later, where he pushes too far.
That's true, yeah. What's her saying?
The problem
And
is,
then
I said it. Sorry,
what's the
carry on, mate.
justification on that then? What are they going to say then? What are they going to go, oh, well, you know, it was his mental health. No, sorry, not an excuse.
I said this the other day, I'm alive, and this is from my own experience, you know, the ego takes over. If you remember back in the day, I mean, my platform goes well now, but back in the day, my platform was excelling. Everyone was loving me, and I was like, sky was my limit. And then obviously the crab paste and tears happened, and all that, and like the fall from the height where I was at was horrible, you know what I mean? All my friends turning on me. And I did warn, I said, you know what, it's all nice when you're getting your platform and you're getting all the love and getting all the views and all that stuff, and you're earning money on the app. But unfortunately, when you start falling from that great height, the fall is rocky, and that's all that's happening.
Exactly.
On a bit rocky because like people like he had 1.6k still start with him this morning, and he was telling Canadian Andy how to off himself.
It's not the first time he said it to Joey, and it's not. I mean, he called him a nonce. He's called him, and this is the problem. Like you need. It's just strange. Like the app's turned into an absolute cesspit of toxicity at the moment. I don't try to. And look, today I ain't spoke about Dan in ages. You know what I mean? And this morning he goes, "I'm going to go for Alex again today now," and it's like going on. What are you? You are going at me based on what? You mean lies, or what you're going on about based on me, or people that dislike me that now support you? Go carry on.
That's what happens because like he's going at the blaster now, and everyone in these chat are going at the blaster and saying things. But these were the same people that was loving on the blaster last week because Dan was friends with her. Like it makes no sense.
It was just, I'll tell the truth, I was pissed off. I thought,
you know, he's mocked people's DV, he's mocked people's essays, he's told people to go and live themselves, you know, he's mocked their kids, it's just beyond record. It is disgusting.
Phil just said she'll never drop Dan as a friend for life. Well, if that's kind of people in a row with, then that's on you.
Yeah.
To be friends with.
Yeah, that's fine. If she wants to be friends with Dan, that's not the problem. You know what I mean? That's like no one can tell who they if they want to be friends with them. That's cool. I ain't gonna dig anyone out for that. That's their choice. But sometimes you got to realise when people do come at you and criticise you for your decisions, then you really can't moan at them because you must understand, surely.
Yeah.
You make your bed, you lay in it, don't you?
Yeah, for me as a mother, though, when someone's talked the way he spoke on kids, I could never sit there. Friendship.
And people say that about me. They go, "Oh, but you spoke on kids." Let me just tell you that what actually happened, right? And this is the problem. I'm not going to go into everything again. But what I said to Corey, right, is the exact same thing that 90% of the app said to Evil Queen. But no, I got dragged for a month. Remember, if Corey says something to me and I said, "Oh," and he called me obviously a nonce, as you do, you call your friends. And then I said, "No, you're the one that F's kids, right?" Because remember, Corey got fucking, blamed for doing a 17-year-old and all that stuff. Does everyone remember what happened back in the day? Corey went with Sophie Bailey and all the Corey fallout to saying you slept with a child and all that stuff while you was
I remember all that.
So that's me clapping back at Corey, right? But these are the people that are digging me out was the same people that went to Eva Queen saying you sleep with kids or you lay in bed with kids. And 90% of the app was saying the same. But see, just because I said the word fuck and you say sleep, it has the same meaning. The whole thing has the same meaning. So that's it, you know what I mean? It's mad.
It is mad because it's the same thing. Sleep, fuck, it's all the same terminology.
And that's the problem. I got dragged for over a month for it when literally, like I said, my innocence is on my phone. And like I said, it's all down. It's not that's your recording, because if you had the recording, it'd be out there 100%. But what I'm saying is I got messages from people on the call from back in the day saying, I've got loads of stuff, I ain't going to lie. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not being ignorant or anything.
Angel Babes, can you come to the blaster? Someone's saying the blaster.
Right? I cannot help.
There's something else on this app.
Do I speak to Dan off the app about it? Yes, I do. And please believe me, it's
Casey, it's two separate things. It's two separate things. If you listen to the FYP, you'll see the two different clips. You'll see what I'm on about.
Walk away from Dan because of what he's doing. He knows he's fucked up. He knows he's crossed the line, and I can't help what he says. Just like nobody can help what I say.
Take a breather, my love.
He's not
Guys,
quiet.
wait there, guys.
He's
Wait there a
friends.
second, because
Wait, he's not crying.
I said it.
It sounds like
creators, I'm not going to mention names, but other creators have said this to Dan as well. So where's the fucking selective outrage? They all need to stop as a whole. They all need to stop saying horrible things to each other.
Well, who's all? None of us go as low as Dan does. Who's all?
Oh, Jay Carter.
And Morrow's going
Well, we all don't go as low as Dan, though.
saying she's standing, you know, she's to Dan and stuff like that, right? What Coyote's just said, when you're going to stand with them, it doesn't matter.
That's true. Nobody is blaming Pearl. I will agree with you there.
Exactly, Pearl. You don't have to, because it doesn't matter.
Hi, Peggy, babe.
What's up, Scammer?
I'm next to my best friend. Oh, I love you.
You two on this app.
She's starting a charity, Peggy's Pockets, it's called.
So you said I was starting it, Peggy's Big Pockets.
Yeah.
Peggy, I'm exposing you at 7 o'clock. I want to know where the charity money
Oh,
went.
can you join up with Alex? Because he's doing it at 7 as well. It just saved me just being in one live rather than 2.
It's all right, Peggy. I'm doing an exposure on Alex as well.
Sweet.
I've got
Hopefully,
so much
hopefully you
on him.
actually come with some facts this time.
I'll think about it.
I've got so much on him.
We'll have no facts, thank you.
What he said. Now,
You
I
set me up, Pepper.
myself with people that, with my environment that is pleasant, not with that kind of environment, because I don't want to feel down. I don't want to feel unhappy because of what someone is saying or doing. I can't.
I'm just going to say, I think Dan's ruined Pearl's platform. It's become a shit show.
That kind of environment that makes me happy.
All I'll say is I really had a lot of time for Pearl. In fact, I'm going to say it now. She's my favourite.
Is this live, not trigger?
Over me?
I'd say the same.
I'll be honest with you, Pearl was my favourite once upon a time, you know. I'm not even going to lie.
You've just
This is
involved
what I
yourself
thought.
in this by coming up and having this
Is it me now?
You can't keep making
I really
excuses
valued
for what
Pearl
he's
as a
done.
friend.
have a comment.
There's only so many excuses in the world before it becomes a lie.
Same with Cockapoo as well. I valued Cockapoo as a friend as well. I thought she was a really great person for me to me as well. But you know, things change. So, you know.
They do, Alex.
Oh, Alex, do you need a friend, mate?
I've got too many now. They're all doing medding.
Can we audition for your best friend? Because I think I would win.
Put them all.
As well.
But I don't think that's nothing to do with Pearl.
Not think about yourself all the time. Think
That's
about
nothing
what
to
it's
do
doing to
with
someone
Pearl,
else.
though, is it? That's nothing to do with
Think
Pearl.
about what it's doing to someone else.
No one on this app. No one at all should be putting people down on the app.
No, they shouldn't.
And that's exactly what we're saying.
And
We don't
everyone
agree.
condones it though. But every time I hear
No,
someone say
no,
something, all I hear is but.
When did I say
I
that?
did but.
Oh, you're
Every time
joking.
he
When
does
have I
something,
said
but.
I condone anything? All right, you're
And then
great.
you
I mean, please.
What?
and then you use the word but.
But
I don't think she backs his behaviour, Mara. She has tried, like, I think Pearl's in a real difficult position.
the wrong live. Yeah, you're in the wrong live.
Like, this is a friend as well. And, like, we all don't want to bash our friends day in, day out on the internet, do we?
And they say that you don't get
Yeah, but I agree with what Case said there.
right now.
You know, she walks away from Alex for something he didn't say, but standing by Dan for what he's saying.
I don't think she agrees with what he says, but I also don't think she, on here, she corrects him in the right way. Like yesterday with the Sky Slayer thing, more could have been said about what he said to her about her kids and stuff, but it wasn't.
But in fairness, Peggy, you know, she has sat in her life and justified him over and over again
They'll say that in Dan's live,
Can I
not this
say
one.
when it was unjustifiable.
Yeah, you know, 98% of the stuff he said is unjustifiable. Injustifiable, is that the word? When he gave low.
No, this is happening, right? Pearl's taking all this shit right now. Right, Pearl's sat there. Where is Dan?
Exactly.
Where is Dan to back his friend?
Yeah.
This reminds me of when they all went to chance the other day and said, "Where are your friends backing you?"
Where is Dan now to be in and go like just maybe give her a bit of a backing?
With someone or a live
Exactly, because she's there for him.
He's not responsible for what he says, and I stand by that. She's not responsible. She's not his babysitter. She should have to baby him in what he says.
No, she's not his mother.
this live.
You know.
I don't like what Pearl says.
Everyone's
Go past, and
whatever comes out of people's mouths is their responsibility and theirs only.
I'm just using it as an example.
But the thing is, Gigi, what will happen is,
I do get you have to pull up people for the things they say.
what will happen is, all this will come out today. There'll be all this big drama, and then probably Friday it'll come back on live.
Yeah, and it'll be the same shit again.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
No, Dan's in there. Let's listen.
Oh, he's standing there now.
Yeah, he is.
Somebody's mouth, and
Is
nobody
there?
can tell you who you can sit with and who you can be friends
Can you hear
with.
that? All right.
Don't worry about everybody else and what everybody else thinks.
Maybe turn out 1 or 2, Angel.
So don't worry about everybody
Anyway,
else.
you're all right, Peggy, love.
What about you? You sound like a really broken lady at the moment, and I'm worried
Is that
about
okay?
you, Pearl.
Perfect. Yeah, good.
Can I just jump in quickly? I've only got a minute. I weren't meant to be coming on the app, but it's been shared. That chaotic woman's never, ever in my life. Now, listen, I don't agree with. Now I've calmed down, and you know on the phone what I said to you before about it all. Now, if you're going to pull anything up about my life, what I did, Canadian Hand pulled up my recording yesterday, which all my community was asking to be taken down where I had enough yesterday in a fucking split time. Right? They got me in a vulnerable position. Canadian Hand had fucking dissected every little event of that fucking video and told me going on the live myself first. So where's the outrage for that? 4 weeks.
Nobody should tell anyone to unalive themselves. Neither should the Canadian one.
From multiple different communities. Do I agree with what I said? No.
But I've noticed with Dan, there's always got to be a reason behind his behaviour.
Oh, yeah, he told many people to go and unalive.
He said that to me. They've done this to me, but it's how you respond as well.
Because he's a pure narcissist, that's why.
You have to be accountable for your own actions in responding. When you start stooping down to their levels, that makes you just as bad as them.
I mean, you look at the way that he's gone for Joey, right? For 4 months he's gone for Joey. He's just a narcissist. He's not accountable for his own actions.
Well, I am the problem.
Some of these people on this app on this
It's like in school, if your kid comes to him and says, because he got in trouble for punching someone, well, why did you punch him? Oh, because they were calling me names. Do you know what I mean? But you never react in that way. There's always a reason. Oh, why were you horrible to that person? Oh, because they said that to me. Like, you know, it's about learning behaviour. You know, you can't just go for people. And what he did last night, I know he was upset and he was angry and whatnot, but he just needs to take a break from it. If it's causing him that much.
You all can be responsible for your own actions. So as long as someone fire towards you, yeah, everybody likes a little bit of back and forth on here, but you are solely responsible for what you reply back.
Exactly.
And if you
Peggy,
go over, it makes
Peggy,
you
remember when you had all the accusations against you? Did you lash out the way you did? The way he's done?
No, I took my my power back, did what I needed to do, and I'm still sat here now. Like if I wasn't sat in this box, or I wasn't sat in other people's box, you know, not making myself known, but do you know what I mean, having conversations and hiding somewhere, would I be doing that if I got something to hide? No. Like now we joke about it. Like Alex jokes about it, me and Sandy would joke about it this morning because I know my truth. The people that know me know my truth. You know what I mean?
You're only ever responsible for your own actions and your own responses back. And then if you go lower than low, then it just makes you as bad as the person going low on you.
Yeah, I could talk about every day and, you know, cuss her out every single day. I chose to take my power back, you know, and deal with it off app in the correct way and not discuss her.
Yeah, you know, but he's a grown adult and he's constantly making excuses for what he's doing. He's not actually taking accountability and saying, you know what, actually, I was really in the wrong. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a couple of days off of the app because, you know, this is, I've gone beyond what I should go.
He told us, Nana, if your mental health's that bad, if you can't have the app come off the app, well, maybe you need to take a leaf out your own book.
No, because this morning he twisted it by going, this isn't about the app, it was about Joey. But it wasn't, because it was the way that Joey was so, say, in brackets, talking about you on the app. I sit with Joey every day and Joey doesn't.
But it was done on the app. So even if it's a personal matter off the app, it was done on the app. Maybe take some time to reflect on yourself and come off the app like he tells everyone else to do. We're all responsible for our own mental health.
You've just turned around, Dan, and said, I shouldn't have said it. Did I say it? Yeah, shouldn't have said it. You know what I mean? You just took accountability of it.
With my mental health, when my red list comes
No, he wasn't taking accountability of it, though. He's made an excuse. That's not taking accountability. That's just making an excuse.
I say something. Sorry about this.
Yeah, because people will judge you. They'll all bow down to him. They'll be like, love you, Dan. this, that, and the other, because nobody sees anything wrong in what Dan's doing, and that's the scary thing on this app. There's so many people can back this wrong behaviour.
It's the same as if you're drunk and you say a slur, or you say something inappropriate. You could then the excuse of "I was drunk" doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
You know, and I
Do you
think
not
that's
speak
really
the truth
bad.
when you're drunk?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes, and I think it's really
Well, I
sad
don't drink, so.
when dragged in.
I drink and I vow never to come on this app when I'm drunk. I rarely ever come on when I've had a drink.
Somebody else's life. Blocking that
Because
person.
I don't want to say something I might regret.
People can't control, but they do. Yeah, and I agree with you, Sally. They do control. People do.
I realise why what happened in the Blasters.
Box. I'm not going to talk to you because
Yeah, Les, I seen that before he came in here.
Why what happened in the Blasters?
Someone made a comment on a fake account saying you took a child.
You know, and there's sometimes some people grew up. I'm not being funny, you know. I mean, poor Pearl. She just got picked on for nothing just because she had a laugh yesterday, and it wasn't
about that, Dan.
I do believe Pearl needs a break right now, and that people shouldn't be going at her.
Yeah, it's not the right time.
She is going through a lot right now.
It is because I couldn't believe he'd like fucked Purple Aki off of all people because you don't want them on your back. No harm.
Where's the little clout chaser now? She's finally coming in the room.
Saying you don't want them on
Hey,
your
your
back.
bestie was there first.
I wasn't that anything at all that was said.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Alicia. Oh, there you are. Is Luke standing by him? No, Luke said this morning we're going to stand by him.
They're about 12 hours apart.
We don't
Has
want no
Luke
part
said
of
that,
it.
Gigi?
Yeah, Luke said it this morning. He went in Angie's. Didn't we see it, Peggy?
Yeah.
When we come to him, when Luke went in, he said, I can't stand by this behaviour anymore.
So someone's told him to go on.
But he was walking away.
It's not right.
It's not right at all, regardless to
Yeah, no, I don't think Pearl should be dragged for this.
I'm right.
No, there's a lot going on with whether the situation that's happened. Obviously,
But
the
if
last
Pearl's
week,
got
last
a lot
week.
going on, why is she coming on to defend him?
I think she's defending the friendship, like trying to say why she's still friends with him.
People on this app will go and
It's
do
a hard one, isn't it, when you're friends?
I think she feels like she had to, explain to people.
Yeah, but what Canadian Angie said last night was wrong. You should never tell anyone to go and do that.
No, you shouldn't.
How many
That was
people has
wrong.
he done it to?
That's what I mean. And sometimes people don't like it when it's done back to them.
That's what I mean.
They're always quick to start fires, but they don't like it when a fire started back to them.
It's not just a random.
She said something about that he needs to go and unalive himself.
It's fair enough admitting that you've said it, you've done it, you shouldn't have done it, it's fair enough, but what I'm saying is things like
He needs to
that,
take accountability for the whole things he said on the app, everything.
triggering for people, it shouldn't be said.
He sent Joey a message that Joey put on here saying, I can't wait till you're brown bread.
He did say it's bad, Alicia, and I think it's the way he said it though this morning as well.
Yeah, but even Corey picked up something that I'd said, which was that he said that he's done this before.
Because Pearl, do you think Pearl should stand up?
Unaliving themselves.
Oh, I think, I think he explained that. I don't think it was as... I think he'd had an argument with a family member sadly before.
He said he didn't want to be here anymore, and she said, go do it. Well, that's fucking just as vile as well, Canadian
It is, and I don't agree with it. It's completely wrong.
Doing that to them. Like I said, but even
because if somebody really does it one of these days, this app's going to know about it. Did we not learn anything from Tim?
If it was your friends, if it was your family, if it was anything, you're not going to walk away from in the ring.
Even though Tim, thank God, Tim didn't actually pass, but did we not learn anything from that situation?
I don't agree or condone one little thing that has happened, and I don't.
Tim out of this.
There we go again with the hate campaign.
It's nearly Easter soon. Tim's probably going to come back at Easter.
Everyone should move away from everyone should
Yeah, his cave's getting ready.
I'm not saying any excuses or anything, but me and Joe were split up before Christmas, right? We're now...
He should have done Alicia, but I've been calling it out for weeks now.
10 different communities are all going at me at the same time. It's a fucking wonder.
No one's gone at him, though.
But unfortunately...
His name was never mentioned by Joey.
And I told them weeks and weeks ago, if you recall, please, will you leave me alone? I said, I'm becoming someone that I do not like. I just want to get back to being...
Well, here he is. He's recognising his behaviour. This is all you can really ask for, is someone just to take accountability and recognise the behaviour.
Yeah, but is the pattern of behaviour going to change, or is this accountability but still going to
No,
be...
he's trying to justify, but it's not justifiable.
Yeah, words, Howard, yeah.
At the end of the day, you shouldn't.
On the first shot, start with me. On the first shot, start with me.
You shouldn't bring your relationship to the app, should you? really.
Well, I don't know. Everybody does like, but I think it's when you bring the toxicity with it. Like, maybe just try and keep it off the app.
You know, it's a simple case of woe me, pour me a drink. You know what I mean? It's like,
because nobody gives Deleuze Evangelii this much grace.
If someone actually sat and had screen recordings of lives that Joey was in and lives that he does or was in, you would see.
Negative way.
Well, I'm off today. I've said that I'm off, but because this has been my third to me, I'm not going to say.
It's not an excuse, Alicia, because if that's the case, mate, I should be going rogue on this app because my mental health's on its ass.
The cycle, isn't it?
Freddie, I'm doing an exposure on you as well. I love Freddie.
Speaking on dead babies is wild. It's bottom barrel. You know, when you speak on dead babies, like, I'm telling you, you've got no intelligence whatsoever.
Or telling women that they don't deserve their children, should be taken away from them and put in care. Like, it's not normal.
It's lack of intelligence. If you can't come back with anything without going out looking at it, you need to go back to school and educate yourself, because that's a lack of intelligence. If that's the first thing you're going to do, is bring up an argument. I can't hear this. Like, they sound very mumbling. Oh God, she's ended. Watch, we'll have an influx of people now coming from it.
Well, I know, because I think the blast is still on.
Yeah, why do you think I walked away from it? I can't be asked with, because I mean, either Alicia, I feel like putting in my resignation. How do I get out of this shit show? Who do I have to write to? Who's at the top of the pile?
No, she's gone off.
Do I have to write to Miss Red?
I think it's a bit too much for her. She was looking like she was struggling when she was
yeah,
on.
because Freddie's here now, but Freddie was in there.
Like, how do you get out of drama talk? Oh, I've got a restriction.
Why? For who?
Why have I got a restriction?
What for?
I don't know. Is that because of what was said in their live?
No, because like, we didn't really hear much. We were talking because they were quite mumbling.
It doesn't comply with the For You feed eligibility. Your life contains some people might find uncomfortable.
Or is it because we were talking about? Because maybe did you say DEAD babies?
Yeah. Oh, I did.
But it just says it's not going to push it out to the FYP, but there's already 700 people. No, 700 people in there.
Oh no, there isn't. Well, where did all you people come from? Fucking hell, you'll turn the screen for a minute. Come on, get you out, maybe. I'm not restarting, no.
Tesco's got shut, so they've all come in here.
You've come from the FYP. Is it? Is the blaster on?
No, she's not on, no.
Freddie just said she's on a call.
Yes.
Oh, she's on now.
We fell in from pills. I thought so. Every time someone comes off me, I get an influx of people in here. Please, can somebody answer me? Right, go on, I'll answer you. Dan got mental health, so TG's kids are okay to be dragged. No, TG's kids are never be able to be okay to be dragged.
Oh, Alicia, I'm so proud of you.
So am I. Deleuze Evangelii, do you know what it is? I've started to like Deleuze Evangelii, I'm not going to lie. It just seems pretty normal to me. Shit.
Yeah, and Corey, to be honest.
I can't stand that bloody call wider.
Not one person has spoken it. JJ, I've spoken it this morning and yesterday, babes. Have you missed the memo? I spoke on TV's kids getting dragged yesterday and this morning. Really missed the memo.
Just because we're not talking about it right this second, it doesn't mean it hasn't been discussed. It has.
You know what to do? Click that follow button, put a notification on, and then when I go live, if you're coming in here, what I have to say.
No, we read to the end. What did you say? Oh, I don't mean you.
If you read to the end.
He put not one person then spoke on it that I'm so mad. I don't mean you.
All right, Jojo. So sorry. Sometimes I read the comments wrong. I keep getting into trouble for that.
What's Blasted on for? Is she doing something?
Freddie quickly jumped ship.
It's because I'm doing an exposure on him taking one of my bobble hats.
Oh, he didn't.
He did.
Girls blocked Alex and Wesley down saying about TG's kids. I know, JJ. You just, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't.
Obviously, just so you're aware,
I thought Alex saying to her, like, it's a friendship.
somebody else's actions, that's all I was said.
Oh, where's Mr. Longman?
I did say, obviously, I love Blaster, I love you, but it was just so with loads of people fucking talking over us. I don't know if anyone heard it, but I was like, I love Blaster.
Oh, bless her.
Crying.
Yeah. This isn't fair, man.
This is fucking awful.
She, like I said, she was broken when I were in there.
People can see in the chat, I was defending them, I wasn't defending them.
I'm resigning from Drama Talk. I'm handing in my resignation. Who do I give it to?
Himself first, and he's retaliating, I said the same thing. All I knew, I wasn't calling out Dan. I was.
Was he just sticking up for Dan? And now he's gone over? I don't fucking understand it.
I don't think he was sticking up for him. Jay's a very fair person. I think he gives both points of views. I don't think it's sticking up. I think it's being a middle person with, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm like that. I like to see everyone's point of view.
yeah, I don't think he was sticking up for him. You know, I think it's like a middle ground.
Right, Gigi don't come for me, but why is Blaster crying?
I don't know. I don't know. No one's been sticking up for Dan.
Ultimately, couldn't be evidence out.
Can we all go into Blaster's live and put some hearts?
I was just going to suggest that before, and then I was like, I'm not the host. Go and do
No,
a
can we all go over to the Blaster? I don't care if my room gets left empty, but can you all go and give us some hearts?
Yeah,
You all go give us some hearts, then come back.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah,
Make sure
I
you
forgot
come
that.
back.
Come back. Come back and tell me you've done it.
Sometime. Oh, he's gone.
No, yeah, but Chris, people were trying to justify what he's been saying, and that you can't justify it.
There's nothing,
You know-
mate. It's bottom barrel bullshit, right? And it has to stop. It just has to stop before somebody gets really hurt. And then what we're going to do, we all sat there when it was Tim, and we was all like, we all need to change. And then look now, nobody's changed. It's got worse since Tim, worse.
No one should justify anyone saying unalive themselves, regardless if it's a reaction or not.
Yeah, true.
I wasn't there. I was there. I like Pearl. I don't care who dislikes me because I like Pearl. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
like Pearl as well.
Pearl's always been there for me on this app since I was like 100 followers. Do you know what I mean? It's always been nice to me. So what I don't agree with, like, people do not like using Sam as an example. People turned on me because I like Sam,
Yeah.
right? So no one should turn on Pearl because she likes Dan or speaks to Dan, even if Dan's vile. Do you know what I mean? But he can't be using his mental health as an excuse to bully people and turn on people.
No, don't get me wrong, Chris. I wasn't having a go at you. But what I'm saying is, you know, I agree, you know, Pearl's entitled to be friends with whoever she wants, like I am, like you are, and everybody else. But Pearl's getting dragged into it and having to justify while he's sat there. And it's like, stop making a defence because it's not a defence what he's doing.
I don't even need to know. It's like, you'll tell me if you want to one day.
When people turn around and side with people on this app, right? If in the ideal world, right, if I'm mates with Kev, right, and he falls out with Gossip Girl, does that mean that I have to fall out with Gossip Girl in real life?
No.
No, it doesn't. I know. I'm just using it as an example, Kev. What I'm saying is this app now seems to be like a school ground where everyone has to side with the person, or you're excluded.
No, but that's why I choose no side. I'm Switzerland. People call you a flip flop, whatever. But I'll sit with anyone who hasn't done me wrong, or whose morals don't allow me. Like, I still like Dan when him and Joey split up. The more and more stuff he came out with, the more I was like, I can't go into a room and sit with a person that's wishing, to find, unalive graves and all this. I can't do it. Like, that's not my morals. But I have said certain things that people have said to him are not on.
Yeah, I said to
You can not like someone, but still have your morals be going, this isn't right. But there's no defending anything he has said.
To know anything, you know what? Are people going to lose any sleep if they know? No. Are they going to lose any sleep if they don't know? No.
But I still like you, Chris.
I'm just me, Kev. I literally, it's not someone that I follow. I don't follow Dan. His name straight away is toxic. Well, why would I want to follow him? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I followed
My name was
I followed
Toxic
Peggy
Starless.
when she was toxic.
And I was toxic before Dan came to the act.
I know.
And the
FYI.
sad reality of that comment there, of Christina123, you're known by the company you keep. Well, that's shallow as fuck, that comment.
Yeah, that really is, yeah.
Because it's not true.
Who else is on the app? No, not at all. No, for the person you are, not for who you sit with. Because if that's the case, nobody's sitting with anyone on this app because no one's fucking perfect.
I've sat with people there, right, and stuck by people that have done wrong. Don't get me wrong, there's certain morals where I'd never stand by someone, do you know what I mean? But I've stood by someone that turned into a thief and all that sort of shit, you know what I mean? That I helped them turn the fucking life around. But if people were judging me like that comment's just saying, you're known by the company that you keep, well, I'm a cunt then, aren't I?
I don't agree with that, but there are certain things. Like if for example, Chris, like you were still friends with that person and I knew that they were there, I wouldn't per se like not trust you, but do you know what I mean? You do certain things when you like, you know, not hide your purse if they were around. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't associate
obviously
you with being a thief if
that's
he
just
was a
taking
thief.
precautions, but you wouldn't hide your purse from me just because my mate's a thief.
No,
But
I
if
wouldn't.
my mate
No.
was in my company, then you'd hide your purse because that's your own precaution.
No, just yours.
Yeah, but no face, no case. Like, don't get fleas. But this is a social media app. Like, it's not the real world. I know things are being brought into it that you know that are real, but you know there are people. You know, you might not like Chris because he said something horrible to you, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't like Chris because he said something horrible to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, he's done nothing to you.
Yeah, like don't if you haven't got, you're not going against me, then I've got no problem with you. But when you know there are certain morals that I stand by that you know I wouldn't enter certain areas because of their behaviour, not towards me, but just in general. It's not my moral compass to sit with people that behave like that.
See, I don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid, but I try and see the good in everyone. That's just me as a person. Like,
Walk away from Dan, not with
until
saying
they've burnt me,
on it, telling me he's wrong.
I'm not going to judge them.
One has a heart of gold, do you know that?
That's like me, but then I've been burnt so many times on the app for thinking like that.
Yeah, Gigi, you are soft though.
I am soft on people.
You like to see the good in everyone as well, and sometimes there is good in everyone, I think, but it's very deep down.
I bet you've got millions of inboxes, bastard.
Guilty of that though, Peggy. You know, we all want to see the good in people. And
Yeah,
not the
look
bad.
at that homeless guy, Kevin, fucking Blackpool. Do you know what I mean?
I know,
It's
man.
like I'm there sitting with him for an hour and a half when I'm meant to be away enjoying myself. I didn't think anything about that. He's making a big deal of that all over TikTok, commenting and everything. Do you know what I mean? The fact that I took time out of my fucking day to go and sit with him and have a conversation with him. Well, while people are calling him scumbags and spitting at him. So if people judged him, they judged me for sitting there with him. The world's fucking horrible, innit?
But I don't think like she's calling Dan's bluff.
She's taking the power back.
But then Dan's not, he's come off the app and he's not going to be on.
Oh, so she's basically saying if you've got all this stuff, you wear it and let's see what you've got.
Christina, right? If you have a look at my profile, right? I sat with him for an hour and a half, nothing to do with filming. And I was telling him about TikTok. And if you have a look, I made a video to try and get him some followers, nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and in fairness,
and I blanked his face off and everything. Do you know what I mean? And I made a video after the hour and a half of sitting with him to try and get him some support and try and get him some exposure to where people would reach out and help him.
And people have, haven't they, Chris?
Yeah, people have. And I speak to him every day. And I'm trying to sort out permanent accommodation for him down where I am.
You see, that's a good thing. That's a bit like DG.
Yeah, but like Christina's comment just saying there, did you film him? I'm just trying to point out to the fact that, like, I had no intention to film him. It was just like, he asked for help. And I told him social media is powerful. Because I said, you've got to be careful because the likes of that granddad that was out there, do you know what I mean? Pretending he was fucking homeless when he was a gambler. Do you know what I mean? I said, you've got to be careful. And he won't take any money off people or nothing like that when people have offered him money in inbox. And I'm just saying, we'll just make a video, you know, tell him you can get a 20 quid room for the night if you want to help.
Oh, no worries, Kelly, babe. I'll see you later, hon.
I don't think anyone's past
drop,
should
so
be
I'll
brought
speak
to
to you
this.
in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's past should be brought to this app unless it's like heinous. You know what I mean? Unless they're like a DV perp, unless they're
Got anything to do with kids and
yeah,
stuff.
like you know, they're a great rapist, whatever, like that stuff. Yeah, let people know because they're
That's what I said before about my morals. Peggy, there's certain things I could never stand with people, regardless of family or friends. Do you know what I mean? If it's rape, if it's fucking children, if it's anything to do with DV or anything, I ain't gonna stand there with them people.
Yeah, like if that's the case, then bring it to the app because that is the information that people know. Because these men, women may be sliding into people's inboxes with kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But like any past traumas, like any, do you know what I mean? Like stillbirths, like you know, parents passing away. Like why are you? That's, do you know what I mean?
You've fixed your crown, girl. Remember who the fuck you are. No one dictates to what you say and who you say it to.
I don't think Dan's going to bring anything to the app.
You can't. What? Like, do you know what I mean?
Even further, you fucking scumbag.
Are you in jail, Gigi? Am I in jail, babes?
No, she's escaped jail. We Explorer.
Maggie's in jail, not me. I've escaped jail.
I may as well sing "Fuck on the Train." I agree.
Fuck on the train is on mine. Fuck on the train is on mine.
I think Dee Dee made it today. You know, that's pretty good pictures.
I've just got pink eye. You know, I've got cirrhosis over there, if I remember.
Yeah. Sorry, I get it right.
I'll always escape with Explorer. I'll always escape.
On TikTok, didn't you know?
Oh, didn't you know? I've already had several drinks this morning.
Did you want the box, babe?
You haven't fucking made it if you haven't come to TikTok and been called an alky. Fucking hell.
You dare to pick up a glass on, yeah?
I love our little bevy on TikTok. You know,
Miss T. Sorry, Miss T, I'm so sorry for yesterday. There was no need for you to be dragged into that. Honestly, there was no need for you to be dragged. You've never ever said anything wrong about Dan. You've never involved yourself in anything. That was just... Malik, sorry. Oh, please, I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you feel bad when you're on a serious topic and you don't want to drag Malik into it, do you?
Sorry, Malik.
Yeah, that's why he requested my box today, and I didn't let him in because obviously of what we were talking about, and I feel bad like when he's requesting, he's sat in the box and we're all like talking about certain things,
even though he's got no clue.
I know. Bless him. I'd normally let him in the box anytime. But when it starts to kick off, I just...
I was saying that before. I think
I feel bad.
Those boxes, so I think hopefully this shit might have sailed a little bit, but we'll see.
Well, she'll probably coming in and requesting the box.
I don't even know what's been said whilst I've been...
I don't think anything, like people have been saying nothing, I think. I'll drop out the box, I've got a work call to take, but stay strong. Honestly, thank you. I'll stay in the chat and keep an eye.
Thank you.
Take care.
I know, bless him. We Explorer, I think that. Because I always feel bad when they have to reject him. But like, I don't want him sat there just caught up in a load of drama.
Why do people actually go in Dan's live then if no one likes him and he's a horrible person?
Because there are people that do. It's the same with EQ when she used to be, you know, in her Evil Queen era. Like, she'd say that a lot of bad things on people, but people still sit there because... I don't know whether they support this behaviour or they feel for this person who it is.
Some people have just got warped minds.
Thanks, Megan.
But I reckon if you actually asked hand on heart, the people that sit there, like, you know, the actual ones, you know, that may have the toxic in their name, if you agree with everything he says, I bet you a lot of them would say no.
It sounds to me like they're just enablers then.
Yeah, it's enabling his behaviour.
Or do they sit there because they're worried that if they turn away from him, the same will happen to them, and they're not maybe strong enough to take it?
In all fairness, people will watch any sort of shit on this app. They were watching me painting a shed.
Yeah.
230 people watching me paint a shed before. Come on.
Yeah, but why are you going to gift that behaviour then?
Gifting is wrong.
Yeah. I can imagine sitting there, but like someone just said he made £170 today off that vile behaviour. You're enabling it. Because the more you're gifting, the more it's going to carry on.
I don't know who it was.
9 times out of 10 people that come on this app for the money.
I'm a part of P1.
I don't know. I came on this app because my mum was scared to use it and she really wanted to, so I thought I'd come on with her.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Andrew's been banned. Oh, shit's definitely going mad, especially. We Explorer, she was gone for because she sat in Blasters live as well as sits in Dan's. But again, people can sit wherever they want. As long as she's not slagging Blaster off in Dan's and then she's not in Blaster slagging Dan off, people can sit where they want. The arguments between Dan and Blaster, no one else.
Is this Miss T?
Yeah.
Well, all Miss T really does on this app is goes around and she camps too for people. She don't get involved in it. She sits in every room.
That's what I mean. The argument's not with her. She can go wherever she wants. She's a full-grown adult.
They were meant to be banning all this Cam 2 shit, and it would have been better if they did.
I don't think it would though, because then people have got no content.
But they need to find content that's fucking normal instead of just drama.
That is true.
The whole app is all about fucking drama. You go over onto that other one, right, on Epic, right, and all the lives are so positive. Like, it's completely different.
Yeah, it was wild. We explore, like, do you know what I mean? If Gigi doesn't like, say for example, Gigi doesn't like Blaster, and I sit in here and have a laugh with Gigi, then I'm over in Blaster's having a laugh with her. Gigi's not going to have a go at me because I'm sat in there. Like, as a full-grown adult, again, I've got a choice to make of who I want to sit with, and as long as I'm not slagging Gigi off to one person and then the other person to Gigi, why can't I?
Did you not see all them comments giving me a load of shit in Pearl's Live then? It's just...
No. Why?
People just giving me shit in Pearl's Live.
What for?
If you want to say something, I'll happily show you something, but you prove to me you're not evil avocado. You prove to me you are not evil avocado.
Why is evil avocado being brought up?
Why? Who's saying evil avocado?
I don't know. A name in the chat, she said, I'll show you something if you prove you're not evil avocado.
All them evils were all nice to me. All them evils were all nice to me. Evil avocado, fucking evil strawberry. They were all dead nice to me.
Yeah, they're nice to me as well.
They've never done me any harm. But then when I went live and people were coming in and they were like, why have you got them in your live?
No, they've never done me any wrong.
Never done me any harm.
Angel, go back through the comments. Can you scroll through the comments? Who's she saying to evil avocado?
I also don't feel that people in these in comments and all.
She thinks Dan is. Oh, I could see it. You know.
As for what you said about,
isn't Evil Avocado the account that they all said was all Pearl and everyone else?
Well, no, then it was Joey and.
Yeah, they were just it was just like a joint account.
You can have a
I think that account, all they do is really call out, they just dox people and call out the bad behaviour on the app.
But what I also don't understand is
Evil Avocado, that's the one that goes in Sandy's live and that, isn't it?
Yeah, and they come in here.
Yeah. But they've stopped coming here because obviously I've had Claire Duffy in the box. I don't like Claire Duffy.
You got in there.
Well, Claire's the same. Claire's the same. If you want to turn around and judge people by the company that you keep, when Claire's been in the box, even though I like Claire, I think she's all right. She thinks she's a little bit misguided. Like when she says shit to Peggy and she says triggering things and that, people don't fall out with her.
No, but also I think as well, people in the comments, you don't need to defend your person. They can defend themselves because you're then getting involved with it. So if I was the Dan supporter and I was going in Blasters having a go, like I'm involving myself in something that's nothing to do with me.
All I got in Pearl's
two
box
adults
for,
argue it out.
all I got in Pearl's box for is to turn around and said, you can fucking be friends with whoever the fuck you want. It's that simple.
I don't see what the problem is. But Pearl has called him out though. Pearl has told him she does not stand by whatever he says.
5 years or so.
But she's not his mum, she can't baby him.
Exactly, they're just friends, and all you can do is tell your friends about themselves, innit, and that's
I don't
it.
care what they're going through. You have sat and allowed it. You allowed it yesterday for another woman to be derogatized and gone at, and her kids to be mentioned, and you did fuck all about it. You're all fucking bad. You're all enabling him. You're all shit.
Excuse me, Chippy, watch your mouth. I don't enable it.
Keep making excuses for him. I am not going to accept it, and I will do what Blaster's doing right now. I will keep fucking calling this fucker out because he's horrible.
Yeah, but Blaster were friends with him last week.
Worse.
With him.
This is the thing, Gigi, right? So many people on this app fall out with each other. Then all the little tiny creators follow and side with them and give it shit and stand up and all that sort of stuff. And then they're mates again next week.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But if Blaster was mates with Dan, why aren't people falling out with Blaster? Just because they've had a falling out, why aren't they falling out with her? The fact that she was mates with Dan in the first place.
But
if
also,
it is about company that you keep.
But also, that's another reason for people not to get involved in the comments, because you're going hard for your creator, but 2 weeks later they could be friends again. Like Angie, how many people did she fall out with? Corey, EQ, Dan. Then you go in there starting slating her, but then they're friends again the week after.
That's what I mean. And now everyone's picking up the Blaster. You're calling out Dan, but she was sat with Dan